I prefer happiness over wealth.
I think I have heard, I've learned that the hard way actually. She and I were thrown out of our PG and our flat. We had some ruckus with our flatmates. On the contrary, I have felt that I was always happy at my later stage of life. I liked to be the attention. I liked to be the center of the attention. And I liked when people liked me, looked at me. Now I have a very close circle of friends. I don't have huge number of people in my life. I
Right.
terribly miss her. Like she's the only person, the only girl in my life. I mean,
Oh,
for a very long time I've been reading, but I have never come across this word. Wow. Okay. Hi
hello.
Anurag. Good morning.
Good morning, Mansi. How have you been?
Oh, I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing well as well. Thank you.
Okay, I woke up fairly well today. Otherwise, earlier days I'm usually sleepy around this time. So today I'm
Oh,
quite
is it so?
energetic.
Okay, that's
Oh yes,
nice.
I'm not a morning person at all.
I see. So,
Not
do you
one.
go to bed late? Very late?
Uh, so I did have a habit of going to bed late. However, I'm trying to change it. So at max I go to bed by 1 a.m. and I
All right.
try waking up around 7:30. So
I
I'm
also.
trying to change my routine. However, I do like to, yes,
You do like to? I didn't hear that.
I do like to stay awake. I do like to stay awake late at night. Like I'm a night person.
Right,
I can
right.
work better at night.
You are a night owl then.
Yes, of course I am. What about you?
Night owl. A night owl is someone who tends to be awake late into the night. If you're a night owl, you may do your homework at midnight and prefer to sleep late in the morning. Some people are night owls, some are morning larks.
I also like to stay up late uh, in the night, uh, but I am also trying to uh, fall asleep more early so that I am able to wake in the morning, or else it
Okay.
becomes very difficult to wake up early, and all your routine for the day gets messed up then.
Yes. Have you ever felt that when we wake up late in the morning, we tend to lose the day? Like we cannot make much of the day. Have you ever noticed that?
Well, it's not so really. It's mostly psychological, I guess, because we feel regret that we have already wasted so much time. That feeling that that we have. But as such, just losing morning 2 to 3 hours won't make much of a difference for whole of the day, in my opinion.
I do think so. Like since the time I've started waking up, so I guess it's been like 7, 10 days now. I'm doing good while following habit or routine. I do feel like I've gained another 6 hours of the day because even then I would stop working around 12 or 1 a.m. and I would continue to wake up at night. But now I wake up in the morning and I still do the same thing. It's like I've gained extra 6 hours of work. And I
Right, right.
feel the sense of accomplishment in me that, oh, I've done this, oh, I've done this much work. Do you think the
Mm-hmm.
same?
Yeah, yeah. I agree.
So, what do you do, Anurag? Are you working from home?
I do work from home. I am a graphic designer.
Graphic designer. Where did you graduate from?
Basically, I'm an engineer turned graphic designer. So first, I worked
Oh,
in an industry, then I switched my career to graphic design.
okay. Then why did you move to graphic designing? Is it fruitful? Does it reward you well?
Well, it doesn't reward that well, but it's okay. I can uh, make I can make the ends meet, and the most important thing is that it's very fulfilling and satisfying for me.
Make ends meet. To have just enough money to pay for the things that you need. It's not easy to make ends meet with a big family, but somehow we manage.
So I prefer happiness over wealth.
I think I have heard, I've learned that the hard way, actually, that
Okay,
happiness is.
how
So
so?
I remember I and my friend during our college days, she and I were thrown out of our PG and our flat. Like we had some ruckus with our flatmates, and we were like, okay, we are going out, and they were like, okay, don't stay with us, and then we went out.
Ruckus. When you raise a ruckus, you make a lot of noise. A ruckus can be the sound of an argument, the noise of soccer fans celebrating a victory, or it could be 2-year-olds banging on pots and pans. In all the ruckus, somebody was talking English.
For like 3 months, we did not have a place to stay during
Oh,
college, right?
so
And
where did you stay that? Were you like truly homeless or what?
so by thrown out of flat or PG, and I don't mean literally. Like we had a ruckus, and we mutually agreed that okay, we will go to a different place to stay. So we
Right.
stayed at her sister's place for
Okay.
3 months. However, we were required to pay her sister so that we are taking accountability of our own actions, so that
Right.
we
Right.
learn accountability. It wasn't for free.
Okay.
So, and she charged us a good amount, like good 8-10,000. And I was like, okay, for a small room, it was a basic room. And we were
So
like, okay,
where was this? What place was this?
Bangalore, Bangalore.
Oh, Bangalore. It's obvious. It's so
Yeah.
expensive city.
So it was expensive that time. And we were college students. We would get only a certain amount of money from our parents.
Right.
And we did not freelance at the time. And we were like, okay, we would go to Indira canteen and take 5 rupee lunch, 5 rupee
Mm-hmm.
breakfast and 5 rupee lunch every day. So that's how we saved money. But we were very happy. She understood me well. I understood her nicely. Her name was Neha. We are not in contact anymore, but that's how it went. But I was very happy that day because I had somebody who would understand. We never fought. We stood by each other. We finished our assignments together. So it was good. But I got to
Right.
know
Right.
who are my real friends and who are not my real friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just when I was not even a learned adult, I was just learning how the world works. And it
Mm-hmm.
all happened back. I learned the hard way. Like that was my story.
Yeah. Most. That was a good story. Interesting one. And I think most people in life learn the things the hard way only. Uh, there are
Yeah.
only few such people who are mature enough and wise enough at such a uh, young age that that they can
Learn from
learn.
others' mistakes.
Yeah, right.
Mm.
So yeah, that's
So
how it is.
what is your story, Anurag? Do you have a good event or something cherished memory, some cherished memory to share?
Cherished memories. Well, there are many memories. Most memories that I cherish are from my childhood. Uh,
Oh,
when we were so happy and carefree, we would disport ourselves uh, playing games and not worrying about life.
Disport. Visitors to an elementary school during recess may be surprised by the way the kids disport themselves. Disport means to play in a carefree way or to amuse yourself in a lighthearted fashion. When we reached the shore, the tide was low, and there were children there disporting themselves with chum.
The the complexities of life. That were the most wonderful days, I would say, I had. But even now, also, I feel that how howsoever old you grow, one should be a child by heart. We should never lose our innocence and uh, playfulness that we have.
Howsoever. Formal for however. But howsoever it may come, it can but come by the individual and united perseverance, work and prayer of each one of us.
I see that. On the contrary, I have felt that I was always happy at my later stage of life. Like during my
Okay.
school days, I was a certain amount of happy, maybe not happy as well. But then when I graduated, when I moved to college, I was more happy. When I moved to job, I was more and more happy. And now
Okay.
I'm
So
back to my
it was the
hometown
other
with
way
my
around
parents.
for you.
Yes.
Why?
I guess
Why
I
was
could say
that so? Like you were shy, or you had any problems
no,
in your school, or
no.
what was
I
it?
was an extrovert. I was an extrovert, Anurag.
Right.
And I like to be the attention. I like to be the center of the attention. And I liked when people liked me, looked at me. But because of that, I was also a bit pretentious during my younger days
I
because I
see. I
wanted
see.
all that attention, right? So I would come very aggressive onto people and then that would repel.
Pretentious. Use the adjective pretentious as a way to criticize people who try to act like they are more important or knowledgeable than they really are. And Kevin complained of boredom, and of having to be sociable with a steady stream of ignorant pretentious guests who visited the Whalen house.
Right. Right. When
I see
when you
that.
think that you are smarter than others, or although you shouldn't, but and when you feel conceited, uh, these things happen, and you have to be, uh, I think, mindful about it. That's all that you can do.
Conceited. A conceited person has an inflated self-image and perceives himself as incredibly entertaining and wonderful. Talk incessantly about your accomplishments on the clarinet or amazing ability to wiggle your ears, and people are going to think you're conceited. He's conceited, but he's very generous in some things. He really is, I said.
Yes. So with time, I became humble.
Humble. Humble means modest, without an excess of pride. A person who brags about being humble may have too much pride in being humble to actually be humble. Like Luthuli, he was articulate yet not showy, confident but humble.
And I
Right.
shifted from being extrovert to being introvert. So now I have a very close circle of friends. I don't have huge number of people in my life. I'm more concentrated towards intellectual conversations rather than just mere gossip.
インテレクチュアル The adjective intellectual describe something related to or using the mind or intellect. Your creative pursuit of singing in a rock band is different from your intellectual interest in 16th century drama. It was founded in 1912 by a group of black intellectuals, many of whom had studied in England and America.
I see.
I think I
So
am more happy now because
you want to make a more fruitful use of your time now.
yes, of course I
Something
want to.
more
I have
meaningful.
learned, yes, and I'm glad that I got to learn all of these things at a very, very early stage of my life. Like people usually learn around my age, around 30s, they come to know the harsh realities of the life. I
Yes.
feel grateful that I learned it way early. So
Right.
I'm
Right.
happy about it.
That's nice. That's nice.
Okay. What happens with you like these days? Are you an introvert or are you an extrovert?
I would say I'm neither of them. I fall in the middle. What do you call for it? I guess you call ambivert,
Ambivert. Ambivert.
right? Yeah, I would define myself as an ambivert.
Okay. So do you have a huge circle as well, but also very close set of friends?
No, no, I don't have a huge circle at all. I have a few friends. I have few friends, but they are very good friends. So I
I see you
prefer.
hang out with them.
Yeah, I do. One of my friend is a very close buddy of mine, and it's the two of us that hang out frequently.
Hmm. I see. I see. I do. My close friend is not here. Like she lives in another city, and
All
I
right.
terribly miss her. Like she's the only person, the only girl in my life. Like I can count my friends,
Hmm.
four to five friends. She's the only girl in my life.
Hmm.
I've never had a friend like her.
Right, right.
Like,
I see. There are some people, some friends that are so nice and so genuine and so selfless, so that
yes.
uh, hmm,
Feels like twin soul, a twin
right,
mate,
right.
basically. Even
Yeah,
if I call my partner a soulmate, I think I'll call her my twin mate. Like she's my
right.
twin soul. Like she exactly replicates who I am as a person. I feel glad to be with her. Um, okay, I've got some 6 minutes, Anurag. Is it okay if I give you some feedback?
Sure, sure. Please go ahead.
Yes. You also said we would despot ourselves playing without any kind of worry. What did you mean by despot? Despot.
Disport. It's a word that means to be carefree and don't
Oh,
when we don't have much worry, we are very carefree in our life, such as the
oh,
small kids that play in school, they disport themselves.
oh, I got to learn this word today. I
Oh,
For a very long time, I have been reading, but I have never come across this word. And thank you
well,
so much for
there are myriads of words in the English dictionary.
yes,
There's always
yes,
one for us to
everyone.
learn.
Yes,
Right.
there's one for everyone to learn. Okay.
Myriad. A myriad is a lot of something. If you're talking about ancient Greece, a myriad is 10,000, but today you can use the word in myriad other ways. The myriad stars hung cold in the sky above her.
Moving ahead, you said I do work from home, right? However, your sentence is correct. Your sentence is not wrong, but you could be a little more efficient if you use the word work as its original form. Like work is verb.
Hmm,
I am working on this thing. Work late night. So work is
hmm,
already a verb. So if you
mhm.
generally say I work from home, you
No,
are
I
reducing
actually,
one word.
right. I get that, but as you asked me, do you work from home, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I wanted to uh, put an emphasis on
Emphasize.
that word there,
Okay. Yes, I
emphasize the
do
word.
work from
Therefore, I
home.
said
Okay.
I
Okay.
do work from home. That
Correct.
was my
Correct. That
intention
works.
behind it.
It does did and do put a lot of emphasis. Correct.
Right.
Correct. And then moving ahead, you said follow sleep more early. What did you mean by that? We
Follow
were talking
sleep.
about schedule that you
What was the
follow
full
sleep.
sentence that? What was the full
You said
sentence that I said? I
follow
no.
sleep more
I
early.
think you misheard it due to my lack of better pronunciation. I said I fall asleep more early.
Wow. Okay. That is very much possible, Anurag. Like definitely fall asleep and follow sleep do
Right,
sound
right,
similar.
right, right.
Okay,
That's true.
okay. Do you have a mother tongue influence, or is my day not so good today?
What do you mean? I didn't get you.
Mother tongue influence. Do you have a mother tongue influence?
It,
Do you
where?
pronounce some sound differently?
I don't think so. I try to be as neutral of an accent
Yeah.
uh, as I can, but there might be some vernacular touch to it.
Uh,
It might not be as
I
posh.
I don't think so. Like I cannot make out which state you are exactly from. Like you could be from
Okay,
anywhere, any part of the India, and you could still have that accent. So I would not say that you have any sort of touch. Like
right.
unless people from extreme southern part of the India,
Southern part, yes.